A Jeffersonville couple is facing animal cruelty charges and possible jail time for how investigators say they were housing more than 200 cats and dogs. Caring for treasured strays was shut down by Montgomery County Sheriff's deputies on Wednesday. The owner tells Evening Edition's Christiana that there's more to this situation.
Cleanup is underway at Caring for Treasured Strays in Jeffersonville. Sweeping floors, washing trays, and feeding bowls. Volunteers coming from all the way out in Clay City to help Renee Zahari get her place back up to par.
And I would come from Timbuktu if I had to help this woman. She's a God-fearing woman. She takes care of these animals that are dumped on here and abandoned because people can't take good care of them.
But there's a lot to clean up at this place. Montgomery Sheriff's deputies shut down on Wednesday because of animal abuse concerns.
All these animals have breathing issues. As each one are getting vetted today by the rescues and taken to the vets, we're discovering things like severe coccidia, giardia, severe breathing issues, lung scarring.
Deputies, with the outside help of Guardians of Rescue, took 102 dogs and 150 cats out of this house, which they say was in horrible condition.
And her husband are wonderful people. You don't meet good people like this anymore. And these people that want to point fingers and throw stones at her, get your butts out here and do something.
Zahari says the house was never supposed to be a permanent living situation for those animals. It was just temporary until they transitioned to this much bigger space behind me. She says that COVID-19, weather situations, and a lack of volunteers slowed everything down.
We just got it up through the snowstorm and the ice storm and the and the flood. So, my conscience is clear knowing that I do what's best for the animals. And, yes, definitely, we've been asking for help to, it's hard to get.
But for James Houchins, who witnessed the conditions and helped get all 200 plus of the animals out, that answer isn't acceptable.
It is so easy to get overwhelmed, but there's a time when you either A, have to ask for help or stop taking in animals. This was a case where, she was definitely overwhelmed. There was this many animals for two people to care for.
And yesterday you told me you were hoping to overcome this and reopen again.
By God's grace.
In Montgomery County, Christiana, Evening Edition.